Morning, guys. Got a fabulous thing to share with you, which I just read and thought, oh my God, I got to share this with everybody. Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. Now, what I thought I might do, and this is purely an experiment, is read this to you straight from the book. Okay? It's called Celebration is a Skill. And it's about when you really want to get a habit going quickly and you really want to embed it into into your everyday. Because what is it they say? Our habits all create our lives, right? So what he says is, all right, when it's difficult to have to celebrate something because you're like, it's, scoring an IBO or helping them get to ETL in 30 days or whatever, or getting a bonus, that's something worth celebrating. But a little, one little peak or pick up the phone, that's not worth celebrating. Well, actually it is, because it's a small step. Remember, tiny habits. It's a small step to a big change over time, and it trains your brain to start to love the process. So here we go. This is how the system of behavior works. Let's say that the TV in your living room is old. Sometimes it turns off for no reason. You smack it on the side and it turns back on, and this doesn't make sense to you, but it works every time. As an engineer, could probably tell you why this works. It doesn't matter, because you've got what you wanted. You've got to see the end of your show. Behavior is also a system that has invisible components, but we know that dopamine is a key part of making habits stick, and this is how your brain works. Celebration is a skill. Celebration might not feel natural to you, but that's okay. By practicing the skill, it will help you to get comfortable. When I was learning to play the violin, my teacher showed me the proper way to hold the bow, but I resisted. I wanted to do it my way. She insisted that the only way for me to become proficient was to practice doing it the right way. I didn't listen, and my progress stopped. I learned that she was right. So, Tough Love BJ is here, that's the author, is here to tell you that you can resist learning to celebrate, but be aware that you're choosing not to be as good as you could be at creating habits. For most people, the effort of learning to celebrate is a small price to pay for becoming a habit ninja. You are doing something worthy of celebration. This is the most important answer, because recognizing that you're doing something worthy of celebration will change so much for you. Your ability to ignore self-criticism, that's a big one, and embrace feeling good about your successes will ripple out into your life in positive ways that go far beyond the habits that you created and celebrate. As I tell all my students, it's not a small accomplishment to perform a new habit exactly as you designed it. I would argue that making a change is a pretty darn big deal, no matter how small and incremental. Why wouldn't that be something to celebrate? If celebrating the small stuff is hard for you, then that go big or go home mentality is probably sneaking up on you. Shut it down. It's a trap. Celebrating a win, no matter how tiny, will quickly lead to more wins. And that's what we want, right? Think about all those times that you could have changed, but you didn't. And here you are, basically 2 squats in, assuming it's an exercise program, and you're changing. Last bit, it also helps to find the deeper meaning in what you're doing. Tiny habits can seem small on the surface, but as you dig deeper, you'll find the real reason you wanted to do them in the first place. And you'll discover that the value of the action is definitely worth celebrating. And for us in ACN, it's about freedom on every level, having hope and possibility, and sharing that with others. So guys, I hope that's been helpful. The book, Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. More to come another time.